Title: The DNA kit revealed my daughter's mother is a Hollywood A-lister, and now she wants her back. I'm sitting here staring at the adoption papers, trying to match the innocent, smiling face of my 8-year-old daughter Lily to the cold legal documents. It feels like a bad movie, but this is my life right now. I honestly don't know what to do, and I'm hoping someone out there has some advice, because the clock is ticking. My husband, Mark, and I adopted Lily when she was a baby. She came through a private adoption agency. The birth mother was listed as Jane Doe, a young woman who had requested full anonymity and a closed adoption. We were told she was a college student who simply wasn't ready to raise a child. We respected that and closed the book on the past, focusing entirely on our beautiful, bright daughter. Lily is our world. The trouble started, as it always seems to, with a random birthday gift. Mark's aunt, who is obsessed with tracing our roots, gave Lily one of those popular mail-in DNA kits. We joked about it, but Lily was so excited to see where she came from. We figured it was harmless fun, a nice little science project. We told Lily we would always be her parents, and the DNA was just for fun. The results came back 3 weeks ago. When I opened the email, the first thing I noticed was a match for a close relative. The shared DNA percentage was unusually high for a random person on the list, about 25%. The name was a pseudonym, something like Star Mama 101. I was curious, so I sent a quick, polite message through the platform, introducing myself as Lily's adoptive mother and explaining our closed adoption. Star Mama 101 replied within an hour. The message was terse and formal, asking for an immediate, private, and confidential call. I was nervous, but I agreed. When the phone rang, the number was blocked. I answered, and the voice on the other end was instantly recognizable. It wasn't just a pleasant voice. It was the voice. I'm not going to use her real name, but imagine an A-list actress, the kind that headlines magazines, has been in major blockbuster franchises, and has an Oscar nomination. Let's call her Ava. She didn't waste time. I know who you are. I know you have my daughter. I am Star Mama 101. I was shaking. I literally had to sit down. My mind was racing. This is a joke. A crank call. Someone's messing with me. But she kept talking, her voice surprisingly cold and steady. She recited details about Lily's birth and the private adoption process, details that were absolutely, unequivocally correct, and known only to the agency, Mark, and me. She explained that 10 years ago, she was at the very beginning of her career. A single, private moment resulted in an unplanned pregnancy. Her managers, fearing the scandal would destroy her chance at her breakout role, forced her to go through with a closed adoption, promising her they would handle it, and she could focus on her career. They essentially threatened her with ruin if she didn't comply. She chose the Jane Doe path out of desperation, but she never stopped thinking about the child. She signed the papers, but she was coerced. I was 21. Terrified, and I had everything to lose. Now I have everything. I have the money, the power, and the legal team to fix my mistake. I want my daughter back. I couldn't breathe. My Lily, my child, was this mega celebrity's daughter. It made a strange, terrible sense. Lily has always had this striking beauty, this magnetic quality, the kind that makes strangers smile. We always thought she got it from me and Mark, but maybe. The conversation ended with a threat, albeit a polished one. Ava's lawyers would be contacting our adoption attorney, and they intend to file a suit contesting the adoption based on coercion and duress. She was offering us a large sum of money, enough to pay off our mortgage and retire, to walk away quietly. Hold on. Before I tell you what happened next, which only gets crazier, involving secret meetings and a desperate plan, if you are enjoying this real-life drama, hit that subscribe button. This channel is where you get the most shocking true stories from Reddit, and you don't want to miss how this plays out. Back to the nightmare. Mark and I were devastated. We hired a new high-powered family lawyer immediately. The first thing our lawyer told us was that while a closed adoption is usually ironclad, celebrity status and a team of expensive lawyers can create legal loopholes. The coercion claim is a long shot, but it is enough to drag us through years of expensive, emotionally draining court battles that could traumatize Lily. A week after the call, I got a text from Ava. Not a legal threat, but a plea. She asked to see Lily just once, with no lawyers, just a simple conversation between mothers. I refused. I couldn't risk it. But then Mark, bless his worried heart, insisted we meet with Ava's team just to see what kind of fight we were facing. We agreed to meet at a discreet office building downtown. When Ava walked in, she wasn't the polished superstar from the red carpet. She looked tired, dressed in simple clothes, and she was crying. She didn't look like a celebrity. She looked like a broken woman. She told us about buying an entire private floor of a building to make a nursery. She showed us a secret scrapbook she'd kept for 8 years, filled with magazine cutouts of other children, wondering what Lily looked like. She even had the old, tattered receiving blanket from the hospital. She wasn't just sending lawyers, she was truly desperate. She kept repeating, I missed her first steps, her first word, her first day of school. I just want a first with her, any first. My heart ached for her, but I looked down at my hands. These hands tie Lily's shoes, braid her hair, and comfort her after a bad dream. I am her mother. I got the first steps. I got the first word. This is where we are now. Ava's lawyers have given us a 7-day ultimatum to accept the financial offer and relinquish parental rights quietly, or they file suit next week. I told Mark we would fight this to the very end. We will sell our house if we have to. Lily is our daughter. Period. But the thought of a multi-million-dollar legal battle with paparazzi outside our house and Lily's name dragged through every tabloid is crippling. How do you fight an army of celebrity lawyers? How do you protect your child when her biological mother is one of the most famous people on the planet? Do we run? Do we accept the money and run for our lives? I feel like I'm holding a grenade with the pin pulled, and I just need someone to tell me what to do before it explodes. Wow. What a cliffhanger. This is the definition of a nightmare scenario. I need to know what happens next. What would be your first move? Do they accept the money? Do they go to the media? Let us know in the comments. If you're hooked on stories like this, raw, unbelievable, and straight from real people, you need to join the community. Subscribe right now and turn on those notifications so you can find out the conclusion to the story and catch the next unbelievable tale. Don't miss out.